Hello, hello. Welcome to Piece of Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint things. It's a little dark in here today. It's raining. Like it's really storming out. It's pretty crazy. I could probably open this whole thing back up, bring the light back in here somehow. But I don't even think that's enough. Like even opening the curtains, it's just gonna be a little dark here. So it's gonna be a little grainy on this screen because that camera is worse than this camera, and this camera is already bad enough. So, and you know, I guess we can turn off the overhead light, but then it like washes everything out. So I'm stuck in this rock in a hard place, and that's just how it goes. So welcome to Piece of Pat Paints. Yeah, I think I said that already. This is a really informal show. It's just live. Kind of, we hang out. I paint something. We play music that I mixed. I needed to mix some more music and change it, just so we can have like, I don't know, another round of stuff in there. I don't know, we push this part to the back and then put the new stuff at the beginning. I don't know. It's not quite an hour worth of music, so it definitely would help to have more. So, you know, I'm working on one of them right now. It's okay. I'm not happy with it yet. Yeah, Sir McBeardsly has not seen the light in days. He has gone goblin. He is currently looking for some fresh meat. He likes hobbits. Yeah. Anywho, let's see. Let's go ahead and get to the real game. See, that didn't affect that camera right there much at all, which is good. Kick on that open sign. Get some of that music we were talking about. Okay. So, like I said, a friend of mine gave me this. I think it's from the Night Haunts. I'm not entirely sure. And there's a few. I have some questions. Just about the model in general. Oof, we got a little bit of that's a little bit of rough glue work. We're gonna need to come in with a file to take care of some of this. So this model came to me in this condition, and it's been dropping rocks ever since. I'm probably gonna actually pull all of these off, honestly. Or at least wear them down. But we need more of this size rocks closer by, if this is supposed to be some sort of a rock. And I'll tell you what, folks, prepping, well, see this, it should have gone a little further on. It's not quite, should have set down where that toe is right here. So he's not quite on there right. He's a little bit more precariously bounced than he really needs to be. This may be example of modeling for advantage, where you're trying to create a different kind of footprint for the model. But I don't know why you do it that way. I would have pushed it this way if you're going to do that. So it doesn't, I don't know that it is more likely bad. It may just have been the instructions weren't exactly clear. So that looks like it's about the right place. I know Citadel's models, they're not always the easiest to figure out what they're trying to do. Oof, that's rough. Let's see if we can clean this up just a little more. As I blow into the mic. And this is just from the glue probably it got on this part of the toe and then accidentally got touched, which is pretty common. I'm just going to try to pull that toenail out just a little more. Try to bring it back from the dead. Like it had maybe some trouble with getting set. I'm wondering if we shouldn't just pull him off and go ahead and put him back down where he's supposed to be, and then we can sculpt those toes back on there. This is definitely angled in a way where that foot should be all the way up here. It's a lot of work though. I ain't trying to do all that. Okay, let's check and make sure everything else looks okay. I'm gonna go with the only real issue. A little bit of glue there to do with that. Oh, let's see. Little bit of fluff right there. I don't know. We could probably paint that in. That looks like a snip though. Or it came off the sprue. like these files because you can get in there, yeah, and not obscure other details. If you're careful, I mean, you can definitely go ham and mess it up. Oh, got the day off today. Rain was coming down really, really hard this morning in my area. Yeah, it was crazy. It's still coming down. It's nuts. Buy coffee yesterday. Hey. That's awesome, man. Good days off, and it's a good day to have off too. The rain-ish. You don't really want to be out there driving that, unless you have to. If you don't have to, don't go out there, man. It's just you're just going to create more problems than anything. Jeez, this stuff's on there good. Okay. So be very careful of your knife. All right. We're going to use several larger pieces of stone. Ugh. Let me think. I don't want to make those. I don't want to make those 100% mill plate. That would be that's gonna be heavy as fuck too. Great when you're trying to make things look like rocks. You can easily simulate the same kind of rock structure. You don't want them to be quite as big as that one. At least as tall. This picture looks similar to what we're working with. Again, just be super careful. With your knife. You too can create your own rocks at home. Oh yeah, gonna be here playing Oblivion until the power goes out. Right? Yeah, I gotta get one of the newer Xboxes to be able to play it, which is sad times. Sad times. Sad times. Sad times in the Morris household. That's okay. I have so much work I need to be doing. I'm glad you're enjoying it for real. Alright, so there's one. Oh, I know what we need to put on here. We need a gang of like skulls. Where am I? Man, that box of skulls has been floating around here irritating me for years. Oh, like, where'd it go? Oh, shit'll bits. Heck yeah, we need to bang a skulls around it, right? Ooh, skulls. Maybe a couple different kind of skulls. Not Xenos though. Although these Xenos skulls are cool as hell. Oh yeah. These. One of these. A jawbone. One of these guys right here for sure. That old nasty great guy. One of those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of these. And then just a plain old, right? Yeah, okay. Oh man. There's so many skulls. We could literally just make like a pile of freaking skulls. These are all like regular looking skulls. Alright, that's enough. It's crazy, I don't even know what dang unit this is. I don't even know. It's probably a bullshit nothing unit. I'm putting all these skulls on. That's okay. I'm just taking it to sell it, so. It's a cool sculpt. I like it. But I like vampire stuff, so it's pretty easy for me. Pretty easy for me to like it. Oh yeah, let's see. I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. I'm just not sure how. I'm stabbing myself in the leg. That's what I'm gonna do. with making your own rocks is just to kind of like, I don't know, don't worry so much about it. Just, if it feels right, it probably is. And most people can't tell the difference between like tool marks and non-tool marks. Most people can't tell the difference. So you'll be all right. Especially with foam, because like foam, like you can always just kind of start picking bits of it and stuff like that out. You can rough it up. There's lots of things you can do with foam. It's also got a great weight to it for miniature work. Like, it's definitely the way to go. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. I guess the way that skewers from yesterday. I'm going to buy a bunch of new skewers. Better stock up on that stuff. Those things come from China. My advice to anybody who has any items that they do frequently get that are Chinese manufactured, that you stock up on those items, because it's about to get a little freaky for a little bit. I don't know how long. We'll see. The big people who control the world, that's not in the U.S., honestly. You know, they're all out there doing their things. The rest of us just gotta wait and see what they're gonna end up doing. That is something I learned from my many years. There's just a point where there's nothing you can really do. Just sit and wait and see what's going to happen. And we are definitely in one of those moments where, like, yeah, you could make it a giant fuss or whatever, but like at this point in time, we just kind of have to wait and see what's going to happen. So you just got to be pragmatic about it. You know? Regardless of how you feel about anything, you definitely gotta play the game the way the game is being played. Being mad about it doesn't help. I mean, it might help you feel better, I guess. It's okay to be mad at it too. There's nothing wrong with that. You be mad at it. You be mad at the world and all the craziness. It's definitely getting crazy. Stock market is on fire today, like in a bad way. At least it was. I haven't looked at it since I got started on this. I was looking at it right before I got on here, and it was going back up. But it took a heavy hit this morning. Woo! He's so light. I tell you, he floated like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This one we have right here. That's that. This one. I still feel like this edge needs to be coming in just a little bit. this one's kind of over here. Okay. Let's see, this is gonna be right. We need. Yeah. We need to do this. Alright, so these are rocks and bits. From a couple other projects. They're a little bit thicker, coarser rock, and there's a little bit of other stuff in here too. And we're just trying to get whatever's going to stick. Probably going to pull that moss out. A little bit of debris like that'll be fine, but we don't want a big piece like that. And it's a little mix of everything, which is kind of great for this sort of. Sometimes the thing that works the best is rocks. If you want it to look like rocks, get rocks. That's funny. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just trying to be a weirdo. It's okay. I don't mind. Anyway, there we go. You can kind of see the idea. Now, here, I'm going to let that dry. And we'll add these skulls in. Skull, that is a skull. Part of a skull. Oi. You can also use like bits of cork. Cork works great for rock and ground. If you're trying to make like a big rock, you could have carved those on cork instead of foam. Cork is a little bit more expensive, but you know, not really. If you're upcycling stuff, and that's what a lot of that's what all that foam is upcycled. It's all junk from other projects. So actually, if I remember right, it's from like some salmon boxes back when I had a freaking restaurant. Let's see. I know some people who would kick rocks. Yeah. Some people who should kick rocks too. That's real. Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. Gotta speak of the pompatus of love. Yeah, things are good. Things went down for a while. It's going back up now. My stuff got cooked again today. Hopefully we're doing okay. A little bit of casual up. which is good. This will work. Just need something to put glue on. Just a little piece of paper. That'll do. There we go. Dang tweezers go. Nope. What the hell? You kids take my damn tweezers again? Oof. Shit. Take some of the rocks that came with it. Really cut off a few of them that survived. I'll add them. Add them in. That's fun. Just leave that. Yeah, sometimes the only thing that looks like real rocks is in fact real rocks. And this I harvested out of my driveway, and I put it in an oven for, God, what was it like? I guess it was like 350 for like half an hour or so. I don't even know that you necessarily need to put it in there that long. I'm pretty sure I just forgot. But, yeah. You just get them hot. And I don't even think it has to be over 350. I think you can do it like one something. Like 180, 200 degrees. And you just bake it for a while. Just to make sure that anything's growing in it. And you really, with gravel and rocks, you don't have to worry as much as you do with some of the other stuff. That movie looks to be an abhorrent ghoul king from Age of Sigmar. It is from Age of Sigmar, and that probably sounds right. That sounds right. Abhorrent ghoul king. So now we know. Now we know. Well, good. He's a king. I feel better about clipping all those skulls off now. Went on a deep dive to find the mini. And that is why we appreciate Sir McBeardsly around here, guys. He is always Johnny on the spot when it really comes into the clutch times. So thank you very much, sir. If we ever make the big time, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make him my producer. Or make a bunch of money. Not really. Okay. So now here comes the fun parts. Freaking filing off the nubs on top of skulls. This is a pain in the ass. Necessary step though. Necessary step. It's better just do them all at once. That one's ready to get glued. Look, he just jumped straight in there. You're like, I want to go. Just chill. Okay, let's see where did move this one? It's so tiny. I'm jabbing myself in the finger. Okay, so we're gonna get these on there, and then we're gonna take a look at the next couple of things and see what else we got going on. I definitely like the idea of this being like in his lair, and he's got a bunch of skulls on the ground from where he's been eating. Wish I had like a box of femurs or something. That'd be cool. This seems like a interesting little step here, but I promise it's important. Hmm. 40. Wow, 40 minutes in, we're moving. I need to put together my minis. Yeah, the tree revenants. I'm gonna paint them in all different colors this season. That'd be fun. For sure. You should come over and we should have a paint party. I got all the tools and stuff over here. The best glues, the best tools. I'll tell you what, filing things on rounded surfaces is always an entertaining endeavor. Now it's like I'm gonna go out driving in this stuff again today. I ain't gonna go make some money. I bet you there's nobody wanting to drive in this. I bet you the Uber monies are thick. I'm gonna get done with this. I'm gonna go make some money. we're getting to where we're gonna prime this mouse scratcher today. That's happening. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna get all this stuff. Well, we're gonna get to where we could prime today. We may not actually do that. I may do that off camera, but yeah. Oh. I stuck my thumb right in that glue. Oh shit. Come back here. See, there is a comment that I usually okay. Yeah, there you go. Man, I almost feel like it needs more skulls. That's just a mandible laying on the ground. I said, I kind of wish we had some other bones. We need to find other bones, y'all. That's the next little bit of flock stuff we need. I shot it off my tweezers and it flung all the way over there. That's fun. Come here. You're fucking up the church tonight. Come here, because you go right here. Don't go here like that. Like that. Okay, it does. It needs more skulls. That's not enough. I need more. I need more skulls. And I put a pack of sugar, snap peas, and a 5-gallon bucket of soil. They're about to go crazy. Yeah. They probably want to get off into the ground right now real bad. Where's that sheet? There we go. But y'all know I'm not wrong. We need more skulls. That's not enough. We need at least like 3 more. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Skulls for the Abhorrent Ghoul King, apparently. Yeah, I wish I'd had all these when I did my when I did Karn. I'd have put a lot more. I'd have put a whole bang of skulls on his thing. Skull right here. Hold on. Can rotate it wrong. Okay. Eek. Mouth. All right. Oh, we're doing great. Yeah. Okay. This comes in just a little more. Right. Looks great. Looks great. Okay. Just for one extra little bit, this is a watered down glue, which needs to be shook up real badly. See the 7th there. Just kind of as an added layer, we're gonna just kind of in those cracks there. That in later. The one that's going to be perfect size for it. One there, and then probably one actually. One in the back here. Get rid of that and this. Go into Alright. That dry off. Alright, let's check everything else. Make sure we've got everything ready to go. There's no more little surprises. Little bits we got clean up. Snippage. The whole necklace doesn't actually go all around his neck. Right here. Look. It just stops. For like no reason, really. That's weird. Alright, hold on. Let me fix that. Oh shit, I blew that thing so hard it fell. It flew over here. Oh shit. Get it back where you're going. Go back down. Right there. Put it just a little too hard. Tiny little bit of mill put. We'll throw that on the back of his neck. Finish up that necklace. Because it definitely should go around the fire. We're just missing a part of it somehow, somewhere. Some why. Somehow, somewhere, some why. feel like you can see where it was supposed to connect. There's wiggle my finger. Now it's trying to get into the mill put. It just got off in the gluing. That's okay. We'll just get this thing figured back here. No big deal. Ain't no big deal. Super tiny. Super tiny snake. So tiny. I put it. There it is. Touch that fucking skull again. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah. We're making a mess of things now, boys. I should have gone the other way around. I should have done this sculpting first and added the skulls later. Which we can, I guess we can still do that, huh? Okay. Then we're way over. That's right. Should have put him on the base holder. That would have helped. Give me somewhere else to take my hands. Besides right into all of the mess. Although, to be fair, I really didn't notice this was there until I already had the skulls on. To be fair to myself here. It's definitely off. Something's wrong with it. Something's wrong with its placement. And we're going to get it all figured out here. Again, you never can tell if that's just because Citadel messed it up, or it's just a hard piece to get on, or who knows. Okay. Okay, that's done. Oof. Alright, now let's reset these skulls and we're done. Come on. Okay, almost there. Just get this skull to slide in to the right place. Here we go. Maybe one more skull. Maybe one more. One more. There needs to be one more in that one little spot right there. Ugh. Then it'll look right. Well, partially. We're gonna put some. "37 skulls later." Just one more. Just one more. If I can get a hold of the dang thing. Yeah, that was the one. Heck yeah. Alright, one more little. Just in the back here, behind all of them. Now we're gonna let all that dry up, and then I'll paint it in. I'll paint it with a primer, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Definitely have to be a brush on primer at this point because you can't do spray paint because it is raining like crazy. Don't ever spray paint in the rain, by the way. It never works out well. It gets really sticky. All right. Well, that's exciting. Crazy looking guy. All right. Well, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate you guys. This one's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be a fun piece to get done and sold, and we'll get them sold off. I'm sure somebody will buy that guy. Warhammer's a popular game, so if there's anybody at the show that plays Warhammer and happens to have one of these armies, I guarantee they'll pick him up just to have him. Warhammer fans are like that. It's fun. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. If you're in Oklahoma, stay dry, or at least try to. And be careful on the road. Remember, people drive. When it's raining, it's not like they drive faster or slower. They just drive more erratically. They're not more careful or anything. They're just more erratic. You just never know what they're going to do because, hydroplaning. So, yeah. Anyway, be good to somebody. Be careful out there and be safe. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye.